Speaking of get that check.
Ski mask is gone. Ski mask. If y'all don't know about that, the Oklahoma City Thunder got rid of Ski Mask Melo for Dennis Schroeder, and they also picked up Cabinu from the Sixers in that trade as well, and the Hawks sent Mike Muscala back to the 76ers.
Yeah.
Great for the Thunder. Like that gives you again too many times in Game 6. I saw them running isolations. They would pass the ball around, the ball would get stopped, and somebody would have to ISO. They were doing that with with Raymond Felton. At least it's Schroeder out there now.
No, this Thunder team is so much better than the West.
So much better. Again, there's no reason the Thunder can't be the second best team in the conference. There's also no reason I don't think the Thunder can't take 2 games against the Warriors. I think they can make it a very interesting series.
PG was smart. PG was smart in retrospect to stay.
I told you that at the beginning of the year.
Well, okay. I take that back because PG on his Lakers team, especially with everybody they added, they would have been damn near I would have been saying they take the Warriors 7. Like PG on this team. Like
they
you would,
They beat the Warriors.
Whatever, but still, that's the point. They beat the Warriors, but PG was not about that life. But yes, this is a good team. This is a really good team. This is a very deep team. About to go over the depth chart for the Thunder right now. But I like this trade for Schroeder.
As long as he keeps it together. I don't know how he feels about being a 6-man now. But if he
ain't got no other choice.
He don't have no choice. And if he's tapped in, I think you're looking at a guy who could possibly be 6th-man of the year.
Yeah, I mean, and even the Thunder, looking at their starting lineup, you got Steven Adams at center, Jeremy Grant at power forward, Patrick Patterson backing up, Paul George, T. Ferg at the 2, Kyle Singler behind him at the small forward. You got Andre Roberson at the 2, Abrines, and then Luol Cabernot, and then you got
who
PG.
I like a lot for this team.
I'm sorry, and then you got Russ, Schroeder, and Felton. Personally, I honestly would love. This might sound crazy, but I would go to Russ and be like, Russ, what do you think about
playing the 2? I would love that.
And I would say, Russ, this is not an insult to you, but what do you think about playing the 2? That means there's less stress on your body. You can still take as many shots as you want, but then we have somebody else controlling the offense. I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more active, run around, get a little bit more screens. But if you can get less wear and tear on your body and your usage rate goes down, that means a longer, healthier season for you. And then you and PG as shooting guard small forward are arguably the best shooting guard small forward combo in the league.
It's not an argument.
It is an argument.
Who would be better?
Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. 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 Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. The fuck is wrong with you? Yes.
No.
Come on, man. Fuck out of here.
No.
The fuck is wrong with you? Come on. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're ridiculous.
No.
You're goddamn ridiculous.
No.
Kevin Durant combined is better than both of them.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yes. And then you give me Klay Thompson? Yes.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Okay.
No,
I know about that.
I don't. Give
Whatever.
me Russ and PG.
Whatever. I know.
Over those two,
you
Russ
wild.
and PG.
You're
Russ
wild.
and PG. Over
You
those two,
wild.
Russ and PG.
You wild.
That's nothing against KD and Klay, but just give me Russ and PG.
Whatever.
You
believe in Russ, and you believe in Russ at a level that I don't even know if his family believes in him that much.
No. I think that Russ is one of those guys where if he can get to that level.
How long we been saying that?
I mean, he's had his own team for what, 2 years now? This is really the first year since KD left that they finally get some, we know what we're doing. They had no idea what they were doing. The first
Even
year,
last year?
No, because you don't know if PG's going to stay. How you going to build a team? You don't know what's going to happen. We have no idea what's going to happen. How are we going to build this team? How are we going to build some camaraderie? Things don't happen in 1 year. For the most part, it takes time. You finally have a sense of direction, okay, I know what we need for this team. They don't know how they want to play. They finally know how they want to play. I think it's a great trade. I also think you're right. I would love to see Russ play at the 2. Russ is turning 30? Is he already 30? Is he turning 30?
I don't know. Let me look that up.
I think he's 29, turning 30. You're not going to be... You can't do this forever. And also, I think with him having those injections in his knee at the beginning of last year, and also with PG, I think he had some slight knee surgery this offseason as well. I think everybody wants
Russ
less.
Is 29.
Exactly.
He'll be 30 on November.
Exactly.
In November.
Exactly. I think everybody wants less stress on their bodies, and I think that you at the time for both of these guys were you just want to win. I think Russ has proved everything he needs to prove on his own since KD leaving. I think he's proved everything that he needs to prove on his own. You won MVP. KD leaves, you average a triple-double, one MVP. You have a triple-double in back-to-back years. Back-to-back years. Ain't nobody done that.
Ever.
I don't care what people say. Oh, they're overrated. That a man ain't averaged a triple double since Lyndon B. Johnson was in office. I don't even know if you had color TVs. Dr. King was alive. The "I Have a Dream" speech was fresh in everybody's mind. The last time a man averaged a triple double, he did it back-to-back years. You done proved everything you need to prove on your own. At this point in time, it's time to win. And Russ was a two guard in college. I think Russ' natural position is more of a two guard than it is a point guard. He just learned how to play the point guard position because he's not that tall. So I would love, and also maybe Russ could go back to putting more effort on defense as well.
You think Russ playing defense now at this stage of his career?
He has to.
Good luck.
He has to.
Good luck.
He has to.
Like Liam Neeson, like he said to Liam Neeson in Taken. Good luck.
Regardless though, if Schroeder can keep it together, like again, I don't know how he's gonna feel about coming off the bench, but if he can keep it together, man, I think you really got something. Like even that the speed in that backcourt, crazy. To stay in front of those guys?
No. I think what we'll see a lot next year is a lineup of Schroeder, Russ, PG, Jeremy Grant, and Steven Adams. And I think a lot of teams will have a lot of difficulty. Like Schroeder is one of those guys where he's not an all-star level player to me, but he's one of those guys right below it, all-star level. Right below it. And he's not Victor Oladipo, which is the thing that you need. Like him and Vic got two totally different games. Like they're both kind of slashing, more so smaller. And I mean not small, but smaller guards. And they're both slashers, but they don't have the same game. And Vic game is more above the rim, and more in terms of him defense and cutting. And Schroeder is more playmaking and slashing to the rim. So if that makes sense.
And Schroeder is also a dog. I like Schroeder. I have no thoughts in my mind that Schroeder won't hoop when it's time to hoop. Yeah,
I got more confidence in Schroeder wanting to step up and take that shot than I do PG.
I'm not even dead ass. If I got one shot, I might give it to Schroeder. Because I know Schroeder has a blonde streak in his head in 2018.
He didn't have it since Wiz first had hit. Wiz had that blonde streak in his head like 4 years ago.
He didn't have that streak in his head since 2012, and he's from Germany. Schroeder does not give one iota of a. You need those guys on your team.
Yeah, exactly.